Hey, here's another Fluke Model 23 Series 2 multimeter that I just picked up. I've already got this Series 1 that I already did a video on earlier. This is the really dirty one. This one's a lot cleaner. And this was a bit of a bargain for reasons I'll kind of go into here in a minute. But here's the listing on eBay. This was $25. Buy it now. And with about $13, $14 shipping. It's reasonable. Now this eBay seller discounted this one because you can see, and he's very good at putting up some nice clear pictures, and he said that the display had some faded characters, and he was discounting the meter because of that. So now that's actually a very easy fix, so we'll go into that here as the video progresses. But kudos to this guy. Vintage Stash was his the seller's name. Really very good description of the meter, what kind of issues it has, what shape it's in. So man, that's very good, and wound up being a good bargain because that's pretty inexpensive for the 23 Series 2 meters. And I did a quick check on everything, and everything seems to work right. All the fuses are in good shape. Seems fairly accurate. So I think this is just going to be a basic cleanup and a meter or a display servicing. So let's get into that. Alright, I pulled the 4 screws off the back, and here's the internals of the meter. I'll be replacing that battery. I don't know if that's what that is, but maintenance warehouse, Alkalide. I like to use these Energizer Ultimate Lithium batteries. These are the leak-proof style, so that'll be going in it. Looks like the ring switch may have a little bit of oxidation. May clean that up with some deoxit. And then we already tested the fuses. They're in good shape, and nothing else seems to be blown on this one. So I'll go ahead and pop the meter off the back of the case and check the dates. And that's also how we'll be able to access the display too. Okay, to pull the meter out of the case completely, there's you just need to pull this fuse out, and underneath that there's one little screw here that I've already pulled out that holds it in there, and there's a little spring underneath there to kind of make contact with that shield. So here's the meter removed, and let's check the date code on the Fluke chip. And let's see. Let's say the 50th week of 98. Alright. Guess that's what it is, so it's a fairly recent one. So let's get to the meter, or the display. See if we can fix that up. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and... oh wait, actually, by the way, this says the 50th week of 95, not 98. Now that I can... I'm not trying to read it through the viewfinder of the camera. So I'm going to put a little bit of deoxit here on all these contacts of the switch. And I'll put it back together real quick and just run this through all the positions. Still a little stiff, but I'll clean underneath here out too. Put that back in the off position. Yeah, this is a little stiff right here. So what you can do on these is just pop that out. You can see these little white tabs right here. Just push those with your finger. Push that one out. And that'll pop off. So you see how dirty this is with old grit and stuff like that. I'll clean that up and maybe put a little bit of lubricant back there and gets this thing working well again. Alright, I got that. Let's see, pop this off, clean behind there with some alcohol, and then just put a little bit of grease along the edge of this thing here just to get it to move better. So it's moving nice and easily now. So, put that back on. Yeah, that feels good. Like new again. Okay, now to get the display off. I think you could do it this way just by popping this off, but I'm going to, I don't know. Maybe I will just pop this off and see if that allows you to get to it. Now on second thought, I actually need to get to the contacts of the elastomeric connectors, which are in here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these screws off right back here, these four, and pull the whole display off. Let's see what that looks like. Alright, got those four screws out. Now this should come off. Let's see what happens. There we go. Alright, and here's the little pink elastomeric connectors, or zebra strips they're also called. So I think this side is okay. I might still clean that a little bit, but here's the real issue normally is that these get dirty, the contacts on the PC board. So usually you just have to clean that up with a little bit of alcohol. Some here. Just about like that. That should do it. And maybe I'll clean these up too. Let me get another Q-tip. Okay. Just clean that off right there. Now where these go through and connect to or touch on the display is usually okay. So unless this doesn't work, I won't go in there and mess with those. I think this will probably be okay. So let's let that alcohol dry up, and put this back together and see if it works. A little trick when putting these self-tapping screws back into the plastic. You always want to go backwards until you feel it drop in, and then go ahead and tighten it up. That way you use the existing threads that have been cut into the plastic rather than trying to cut new ones. Because it'll only cut so many times before that wears out. Okay. And one more. Not feeling that one drop. There it is. Usually hear it kind of go. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Alright. That looks beautiful. I don't know if you saw that here, but let me do a little bit of close-up. See how it says no more missing. I don't know how the glare is, but all of the segments are nice and dark now. None of them are fading out, so this meter is repaired. All it needs is a little bit of cleanup on the outside and it'll be ready to go. Alright, here's the three displays. I've got my Fluke 87.5 that I use kind of as a reference, and then here's the old 23 Series 1 and the new 23 Series 2 that I just got, and see, they're all reading pretty close together. Let's crank up the voltage a little. Oh, need to take them off millivolts. Okay, 2.5 576, 576, 576, exactly the same. Let's go up a little higher. There's about 10 volts. These are all reading identically. 15. Pretty darn close. One of them's off a little bit, the middle one there. Okay, and my new one seems to be a little bit more accurate. Well, maybe, you get these right on the edge and it's hard to know. But anyway, they're reading very close. And here's about 28 volts, 20.74. They're all reading the same. So, looks like this is a good one, a good buy at $25. So, here's a little trick. If you're out there buying on eBay and you see one with a bad display or a fading display, just in certain segments, you can maybe use it as a bargaining chip. Or if you're an eBay seller, you may want to do that quick procedure just to sell a meter 100% with a display that looks nice. Now if the whole display is fading out, that's a different problem, and I've never done that fix, but it usually involves changing out the polarizer sheets, so somebody else can do that video. But this is an easy one to do. It takes 10 minutes, gets the display looking perfect again. And now I did clean up the back of the switch, which was very dirty and gritty, but now that's switching very nicely without any noise. So there we go. Another great little Fluke meter at a bargain price. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.